I've been just noticing that more and more. Like, guys really be feeding off our energy on some vampire shit. On some vampire shit. Like, nigga, why do I feel so drained after being around you? Welcome back to my channel. It's Krystal here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for rocking with me. Today we're gonna be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me, kind of just giving you guys a little update on what's been going on in my life. Not that you guys care, but I do. I care to share. Yeah, so I'm gonna be talking to you guys about just a little bit about what's been going on, just a little life update. Get ready with me while I install this wig. Y'all know I've been rocking my natural hair for a minute now. I haven't really been rocking any wigs, but we got a sponsor for today, Love Me Hair, so shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. Okay, so before we get into this video, I just want to tell you a little bit about this hair. Okay, so as I stated before, this is a glueless wig. It's a glueless frontal. It's pre-plucked with a natural hairline. It has 180% density. It has a 13x4 lace frontal, and it's also pretty affordable right now. Love Me is having a sale, so definitely check them out. And I also have a code for you guys to shop with them at Killas 15. So you get 50% off your purchase. Alright you guys, so let's just jump right into this video. You guys are going to see me install this wig and talk a little bit more about our sponsor, and also hear me talk a little bit more about what's going on in my life right now, because a lot has like been happening. I'm in New York right now, so a lot has been happening. So I just wanted to give you guys a little quick, you know, like life update and talk while I do my hair. Alright guys, so I'm gonna take my hair out. My hair is so dirty, y'all. Oh my gosh, don't judge me. I am about to get my hair washed very soon, but I am taking a little sip of my matcha. If you guys don't know my matcha recipe, go to my Instagram because it's lit, okay? And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my little baby hairs that I got pasted on my forehead aback. I'm gonna take them aback. And then we're gonna throw in some real doo-doo Meek Mill braids up in this hair, because I didn't feel like really doing it. I didn't really feel like braiding it, so I just put whatever. And I went ahead and put my stocking cap on, cut my ear lobes out, not literally, but you know what I mean. And then just added my Got To Be glue spray and tied that down. So this is the hair, you guys. So this is the hair. This is the 20-inch glueless lace frontal. It's the deep wave glueless lace frontal. It has about like 4 different clips in there. It is undetectable lace as well. If I had bleached, I feel like if I had bleached the lace, it would be a lot different, but I didn't bleach it. It has a band in there, and then they also send you like a little, you know, like cute stuff like a hair tie, a edge brush, a card holder, even a wig cap. Definitely check them out at shop.lovemehair.com. They have all different types of wigs, you guys. HD lace closure, lace frontal. They have sales going on right now. Short, curly, straight, body weight, Brazilian, Malaysian. They got everything, even this short cute pixie cut, you guys. It's so cute. All right you guys, so I'm about to go ahead and start putting on my wig, and we can get into this chit chat. As you guys see, we're sponsored today by Love Me. Shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be installing this hair. I kind of just wanted to fast forward the preparation of everything because you guys have seen me do that before. So I'm going to be installing this and just talking to you guys about, you know, just some updates on what's been going on here. If you guys haven't noticed yet, I'm not in my normal situation. where I'm usually in my, you know, my studio. I'm not home. I'm in New York right now. So right now I'm actually using my friend Jasmine. If you guys have been following my channel for a minute, y'all would know who Jasmine is. But I'm using her room right now to record. And I just wanted to sit and just talk. And it worked out perfectly because we got ourselves a sponsor. So, you know, that's always beautiful. So real quick, I was trying to think, should I cut this now or should I cut it after? Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually go ahead and glue. I'm gonna be using this Even lace holding spray because I do not want to put actual lace glue. I'm just scared. So, you know, I'm just gonna, this is actually really good, y'all. Like, this is like not bad. So yeah, y'all, I've been in New York for probably about a month now, and it's been pretty good. I really came to New York for a reset. You guys know I live in Georgia now, and sometimes Georgia could be a little bit, you know, redundant, boring, especially for me because, you know, I'm from New York, so it's just always something going on here. But I also really love New York summers, so I was just like, baby, I'm gonna pack a bag and go live my life. I am, you know, with my friends, with my family. I got to see my dad. I got to spend time with him. I've been vlogging. I've been actually working like a lot in terms of like my YouTube channel and stuff. I just haven't been posting anything yet because I just want to organize. I feel like YouTube deserves an organized Krystal, an organized version of myself for once. So we're working on her because I really want to be like organized and be consistent when I start posting again. This way I'm kind of just messing up stuff behind the scenes and you guys are not really seeing all of that, even though sometimes it is good for you guys to see certain things. But I do feel like in terms of what I'm doing right now, I need it to be organized. So let me go ahead and try to take off this lace, because I feel like once I take this lace off, my life is going to be a lot better. Powder so I could kind of get my edges to like, well, the lace to blend with my skin tone, so we can start working on our baby hairs. And so I could talk to you guys a little bit more. I wish my thoughts were a little bit more together, but I'm just gonna talk off the top of my head because I got a lot going on. I want to put you guys on to like just some updates and stuff that's going on. Oh crap, I was supposed to pick up some stuff from the cleaners today and I forgot. If you guys hear something in the background, Jasmine's mom and her sister is watching a movie, so y'all might hear some noise here and there, but it shouldn't be too bad because it's not as loud. Baby hairs is an art, you guys, like, especially when it comes to the ones you gotta create yourself, such as these. Okay, it's an art. It's literally an art. And then don't mind right here because I could not get this lace down right, so I'm just gonna have to work with it just like this, because for some reason I just could not get this part the way that I wanted. So what I was talking to you guys about earlier in terms of like New York and stuff and being here, I feel like New York gives me like that push that I be needing sometimes, because it's just it can be redundant and it can be a little slow in Georgia. If you live in Georgia or if you live in the country, You know what I'm talking about, especially if you're originally from a city. It can sometimes be like a little bit draining, like, you know, seeing the same thing all the time, doing the same thing all the time, or it's a slower pace. So, you know, that also has a lot to do with just how I've been feeling there. Like, it can sometimes just feel, sometimes feel very monotonous, like, you know. So coming to New York just kind of gives me like that sense of like motivation that I'd be looking for. Sometimes I can't find that in Georgia, and it doesn't have to be New York. I'm a very like get up and go kind of person when it comes to inspiration. Like I will go, you know what I mean? I will go outside if I feel like I have a creative block for some reason. If I'm doing something, usually if I go out in nature, or if I just take a walk, or if I decide like, hey, I want to change my setting, I want to go somewhere different, I want to feel inspired. And sometimes you have to get up and go somewhere to feel that inspiration that you're looking for. And I don't know, like for me, I just think New York does that for me. It does that for me every time. It lights a fire under me that no other place can do. Like, y'all know I started my YouTube channel in New York, in my little, you know, 8x8 bedroom, my little bedroom, and now I have a studio. Like, you know, I'm making my way, but it's definitely somewhere that just brings me back to my roots and just gives me that fire under my tush that I be needing sometimes. So it's been good. I went out a few times with some friends. I'm gonna just put a little bit of mousse in here just so that I could kind of train and see how I want the baby hair. I'm not really affirming it right now. Right now I'm just trying to see if this is a good spot, because I am gonna more than likely pluck it. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I can. It's thick. Baby, you need to tweeze this. I started a new journey as well, which has been very, you know, it's been interesting to say the least. I started going to therapy. So if you watch my vlog, you would see, I don't know if this is gonna go up first or my vlog is gonna go up first, but yeah, I started going to therapy, and that's been going really good. I started going about a week ago, so I would say that I'm on like my 3rd session right now, and that has been, it's been going good so far. My therapist is a guy, and I never thought that I would have a guy as a therapist. But you know what's so funny, you guys? I was just having a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, and I was like, I have no male friends. Like, where are the male friends that I had growing up? They all tried to talk to me. They all tried to either talk to me or lie on me, like, about something. And it just traumatized me from having male friends, to be honest. So the fact that my therapist is a guy, oh my gosh, and he's married, he has kids, he has his life, okay? He ain't worried about me. And I'm so happy about that, because I be genuinely wanting to hear things from a masculine perspective, you know, with somebody who is not biased and somebody who doesn't have like any kind of feelings or anything for me. Like, but sometimes it'd be hard, because the person that you're getting it from 9 times out of 10 be having all of these underlying motives and things. Like, why can't people just be genuine nowadays? Like, people are so, it's just always an underlying motive. Like, let's talk about that real quick. Like, I think it's the social media, y'all. I think it's the social media. Like, I think that people just have this super false sense of reality to the point where they're now behaving in real life like they're on social media, like showing up as your social media personality, which really should be the same. Like, I personally feel like my social media personality, okay, maybe I could be a little bit more animated on YouTube and like on in my videos, but for the most part I'm the same person. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, I just don't be buying into that stuff. Like, social media be giving people a false perception of themselves. It's not real. So you see how I just made that baby hair a lot more natural by just plucking all of that unnecessary hair out. It's a task, you guys. It's a task, okay? And one thing I know about wigs and wearing wigs from just experience is wigs are, it's something that you kind of have to train. Like, you can customize your wig. The more you wear it, the more you're training it. Like, the more it's being customized to your hairline, the more it's being customized to your head shape. All right, I'm back. My camera died. So, like I was telling you guys, I just feel like I just see us going more and more into that, just society as a whole, and just the younger generation, of course, because that's who's going to be running the world eventually. I feel like they are so consumed with social media, so consumed with TikTok, so consumed with their phones that they're not even realizing like there's a whole world out there to like live, and a whole world out there to explore. And it just scares me sometimes, like, for real. It just scares me, because my kids ain't coming out like that. Like, my kids are not gonna be. And it's so crazy because I used to be so judgmental when it comes to like how people raise their kids. I'd be like, why she can't watch TV? Like, what's the big deal? But now that I'm able to really see the certain things that certain cartoons or just certain television programs literally like program you to be curious about as a child, and I think about me as a child and like the things I was exposed to, and I'm just feeling like, yeah, like I probably shouldn't have been exposed to that as a child. Like, I shouldn't have been watching that as a child. I shouldn't have been looking at that at that age, or whatever age it was. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's like a back and forth that I be having sometimes. One thing I will say though, love me, be taking care of me, okay? They love me, because this is our second sponsorship and I love them back. So what else has been new? So I guess I'm considered the dating phase of therapy. I'm actually really happy that I spoke with a friend of mine who actually introduced me to where I get my therapy from, like to the place. I spoke with a friend of mine, and she was just telling me, like, you know, be very light for your first like few sessions, because you don't want to disclose anything too deep and you end up having to switch therapists for whatever reason, and then you have to go ahead and like just relive that whole thing all over again. So she was just giving me advice on that, which I appreciate, because I did not know that. I didn't really get into that was gonna be like a thing to look out for, if that makes sense. So I'm really happy she warned me about that, because I'm a talker. Okay, sometimes I be having to reel myself in, do more listening than talking. I was very, very appreciative of that. So that is definitely something to look out for. You know, when you're just starting, just keep it light, you know, get to know the therapist, ask questions, which I got to do more of, because I think in my mind I was just like, he's here to help me, so I don't need to really get into his personal life. but he be telling me about his personal life. So I guess you gotta kind of feel the therapist out, so you know, you'll know like, okay, this is, I like this about this therapist, or I don't like this, or you know, his background or her background is kind of countering what it is I'm looking out of this experience. So maybe this therapist is not for me. Like, I remember asking my therapist, one of the first things I asked him was, do you have, because he owns his own practice, right? So I was actually on the call with him to figure out which one of his therapists that he has on his team I was going to be placed with. But it just so happened that our conversation went so well and our chemistry was so good that he ended up, you know, just saying, I think I want to add you as my client. So I was kind of like hesitant a little bit, because in my mind I'm like, a guy as a therapist is crazy, like. But then I had to really put my big girl panties on and say, you know what, I'm gonna see what this experience is trying to teach me, because maybe this is what I needed or need. So it was kind of like one of those things where it kind of just happened. Like, I was just kind of like, not kind of just happened, because I was looking for other therapists. Like, I was looking for therapists for maybe like a month or two straight, and I got on a consultation with a few. They were both women, both black women, but it didn't work out. Her sessions were way too expensive for me. I was like, baby, I'm only gonna see you once a month. Like, we ain't doing this. We can't do this. We can't do this. And then the other one, she wasn't taking any clients, I believe, at the time. So I was just like, yeah, no, I need somebody that's available now, because I don't want to wait until you're taking clients. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to wait around for that. Who knows when that's going to be. So just so happened that the guy, the therapist that I have now, he emailed me back right after that whole thing, right after all of those vets, or me vetting those therapists. And it worked out, because not only is his price, like, you know, within my budget, very relatable. He's older, so he has a lot of experience that he can lend me. He's into business. You guys know I'm starting my own business, so I feel like he would be able to just lend me a lot of insight and information that somebody my age probably wouldn't be able to. Not that I was looking for somebody my age, but I was just saying, like, you know, it's a lot of pros to it. But we're just feeling him out right now to see how it goes. Like I said before, just feeling him out. But yeah, back to New York, you guys. Oh my gosh, y'all know I love me some Guinness. Okay, if you didn't know, I'm Jamaican. Okay, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, are you new here? Well, subscribe, like, comment, and share. Because if you're new here, you need to catch up. But no, you guys, I finally got me some Guinness the other day. I was so freaking happy. I went to this fruit stand that my friend had put me onto, and she basically was just telling me that they have Guinness, they have mango, they have sugar cane. They had so many different kinds of fruits. I think they had Nesberry too. Like, oh. First of all, if you didn't know, my favorite fruit is Guinness, and my second favorite is the mango. Okay, so I had me two of my favorite fruits. I love fruits, by the way. I could eat fruits like all day. Like, I don't even need food. Just give me some fruit. That's me for sure. So these baby hairs down here is not really giving me what I need, and like y'all know, I kind of messed up this part, so we just gonna act like this is not even, you know what I'm saying, the way that it is, because I messed it up, y'all. I I did. I messed it up. I did. This is probably as best as it's gonna go. So I'm gonna use my little Q-tip right here and just add in some of this MAC Dark Deepest powder in the middle. But one thing I have been super consistent about is my workout routine. Like, I've been working out, I've been eating a lot. I don't know what happened or what clicked, but since I've been here, you know, I'm eating good up Jamaican food. I'm eating dumpling, I'm eating, you know, oxtail, I'm eating curry chicken, curry goat, saltfish. I can't saltfish. The other day my mom made, what did she make? Callaloo and saltfish and dumpling and yam and banana. She made so much food. And I just remember like leaving Jasmine's house, and I swear y'all, I think I ate Chipotle when I was here, and then I got home, and this was at night. This was like 9 o'clock at night. I got home and murdered that food that she made, bro. And then I had the nerve to be like, I remember her asking me like, what's going on with you? Because I had the nerve to be like, Mommy, you have any other food, like anything else? Because I'm hungry. After eating all of that food, callaloo, saltfish, yam, banana, chocho. I had so much food. And if you know all of what I just said, you know how heavy that food is. So I was so surprised that my appetite was acting like that. But I was also very happy because I have been on this like weight gain journey for God knows how long. I feel like it's been so hard for me to really gain weight, but I don't know what clicked and what happened. I swear, I feel like New York. I feel like it's New York. Like, I feel like New York happened. Like, and you would think like, yeah, no, down south would be the perfect place for me to get, you know, thick. But child, I don't know. Like, when I'm home, I also cook very healthy. So the kind of food that I'm eating here is not like healthy. Like, it's healthy for me to gain weight with, but it's not healthy in terms of, it's like high in carbs and high in fat and high in all these things, but it's good for me because I'm gaining weight. So it's like a win-lose. I don't know. So I'm kind of trying to decide on like how I want to like even style this hair. I think I'm about to add some mousse to it, and then I'm gonna do my makeup. Is that what I'm gonna do? My makeup. This hair is actually very, very pretty. Like, the curl pattern is very pretty. I will say that. I was a little nervous about trying like long. It looked a lot longer on the website. By the way, I will leave everything down below, but it did look a lot longer on the website. So I was kind of under the impression that it was going to be super long, but it actually is not that long. And I really like this length. Yeah. But I feel like my life it's been going pretty good for the most part. I think spending time with family can really, like, your child self shows up, and it can be very triggering. But that's why I'm in therapy, because I realized that it's just so many things that I dealt with as a child that I didn't realize has impacted me in the way that it has impacted me. And I need to figure it out, baby. I need to figure it out because I don't want my kids to deal with my triggers and to deal with my traumas and to deal with the things that I never had the courage to face before bringing them into this world. I want to be a healed mom. Like, I want to be a healed wife. I don't want to be my husband and my kids to be dealing with no unhealed version of myself. Like, and I want the same for him. Like, I want him to be healed. I want him to be in a good space and him to be in a reflective space to where, you know, he's able to be present and not have to deal with trauma and to deal with trigger and to deal with all those things, because he's worked on himself as well. So I'm just becoming what I want to attract. That's it. That's all. Okay, so I need to figure out how I even want my hair to be at this point, because now I'm thinking I want it to be on the side. Child, I don't know what I'm doing. Have y'all heard Brent Faiyaz's new album? That's a sad ass album. That is a sad album. Like, when the girl called him, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna mess this up for anybody, just fast forward this part if you didn't hear it and you want to hear it and you don't want me to mess it up. But honestly, he's a different level of toxic. Like, the girl had to literally call him to let him know that she was about to commit suicide for him to actually care. Like, this is real life. Like, people really be playing with people, and it can sometimes end up resulting in something that traumatic. Like, how can you play with somebody like that? Like, she's carrying your child, you know what I'm saying? And this happens all the time, like, where, and especially guys, like, it's like, you gotta, I don't understand, like, they need like a wake-up call. And I guess that's why this song was called Wake Up Call, because yeah, you need to snap out of it and stop being toxic. Just not caring, not having any emotional empathy, not caring about women. Like, it's just very narcissistic of men. And I don't know, I'm just over men. Like, I'm deadass just over men, bro. I'm just over them. I'm just at a point in my life now where I'm just like, you really gotta prove to me that you're worth my time and my energy. Because a lot of men, I feel like I've been noticing this more and more and more as I'm getting older. It's not even about sex or being with the person, or it's not about if I like the person or if I am intrigued by the person, or it's not about none of that now. It's like, they just be ciphering our energy. Like they just want you around. Like, as a woman, they just want to feed off of your feminine energy, but they want to feed off of your feminine energy while you're laying in toxic masculine energy, and that only drains a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to that, ladies. If you're around a guy and when you leave, how do you feel when you leave? Do you feel rejuvenated? Do you feel and there is a sense, I think there is definitely like false rejuvenation, because you might be high off of the masculine energy, but you have to be able to decipher that. Because if you walk away from him feeling drained and feeling low on energy, that's a sign right there. Leave that man alone. That's a sign. So I've been just noticing that more and more. Like, guys really be feeding off our energy on some vampire shit. Like, nigga, why do I feel so drained after being around you? So I'm just good off of niggas. Like, but I am going on a date tomorrow. I am going on a date, okay? I am gonna enjoy my summer though. We just gonna see. We gonna take it slow, okay? So I'm gonna leave it as a side part because I just feel like it looks a little bit better this way. It really does look a little bit better this way. I really want to have a video soon about toxic masculinity and like what that looks like and what that shows up as, because I feel like I've had so many experiences of what that looks like so far. Alright, you guys, so I'm back. I did my makeup, I changed my clothes, and I just wanted to show you guys really quickly how I kind of got the curls to be a little bit bigger. So I added some of this mousse. It's the Nairobi mousse. This is your mousse, by the way. It's a Nairobi mousse, but I use this at home though. This is actually the mousse I used. And then I just added some water in my hair. And what you want to do is just kind of rake it through your hair, because what it does, it defines the curls. So, and I also kind of like, I clip the ends a little bit, so you guys see it got a little bit frizzy at the top. So what this does, it just makes it more defined. Like when you're wearing curly hair, you gotta make sure you add some mousse, because it really makes it super defined and just really pretty. So that's kind of how I ended up doing it. And this is some pretty, I would say, if I had to rate this curly hair, like out of all the curly hair wigs or like just curly hair I've tried, I feel like this is a good, like, I would give this a 9 out of 10. I'm not a big frontal girl, so in terms of the frontal, I would probably, if I had to do this again, I'd probably just get a closure, because I feel like closures are just a lot easier to deal with versus frontals. But that's just my opinion though, because you know the girls love their frontals, honey. Sometimes you can't tell them nothing. Like girls they just love their frontals. I'm gonna see you guys again in my next video. I'm vlogging while I'm here in New York, so I'll be vlogging. I'll be posting some vlogs this week. Hopefully I could post at least 2 vlogs, because I've been vlogging a lot. And I just wanted to, like, you know, get back into that groove of like vlogging and just showing you guys like what's going on in my life and stuff like that. Even though my life is boring as hell, I think y'all would still find it entertaining, because my friends think I'm so funny and they think that I'm so entertaining, but I feel like I don't be filming as much as I need to. So while I've been here, I told myself like I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna, you know, get as much footage, and whatever I end up creating with it. But y'all will see some vlogs this week for sure. But in the meantime, definitely check out my other videos, check out my channel. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers, which is amazing, and I thank you guys so much for supporting, for subscribing, for sharing my videos with your family, your friends, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. And definitely don't forget to check out our sponsor, Love Me Hair. Thank you again so much for sponsoring this video, and let them know that I sent you, and check out all the details and everything down below. I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye y'all.